So guys, Mason Mount is beginning to settle in at Manchester United, just as Manchester United fans probably expected Mason Mount to settle in. And after 3 successful starts in the Premier League, it is looking like Ruben Amorim has found the perfect role for Mason Mount under his system. So guys, let's dive into this video together. So guys, before we talk about the new role of Mason Mount under Ruben Amorim and at Manchester United, we want to talk about 2 of his struggles that he has been facing since he came to Manchester United. And so one of his struggles has been the ability to keep himself fit. Mount has been troubled with a lot of injuries, and that has actually hampered his growth in Manchester United. Mason Mount has missed 48 games in all competitions due to injuries since he arrived at Manchester United in 2023, and this is something that he needs to actually work on so that he can be able to succeed in Manchester United, because a player that is always fit is always definitely going to pick form at some point. He's definitely going to play well at some point, and this is what Mason Mount has been experiencing. After 2 seasons plagued with a lot of injuries, he's beginning to come good. But just like we thought that Mason Mount is beginning to be the player that he was in Chelsea, he is actually injured again after being 5 minutes against Burnley in our last Premier League game. So this is definitely one of his struggles. If he can keep himself fit, he's going to be one of the most crucial players in Manchester United this season. And so the second struggles of Mason Mount is actually that he doesn't have a definitive role in Manchester United. If you found out when Manchester United was playing the 4-3-3 formation, you're going to find out that Mason Mount can either play the number 10 role or the number 8 role, and this role has been largely occupied by Kobe Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes ever since the arrival of Mason Mount. And that was actually one of the issues that many fans were having when Manchester United bought Mason Mount. The question was, where is he going to play? How is he going to fit into the Erik system? But now Erik is no longer the Manchester United manager. Ruben Amorim is here, and it is looking like Mason Mount has a definitive role. He has a particular role to play in Manchester United. He's going to be playing either from the left 10 role, the right 10 role, or the central forward role. And so guys, let's actually break down how Mason Mount has effectively transformed his Manchester United career this season. So sorry guys, sorry for interrupting this video. I just want you guys to help me to subscribe to Tactical Trafford. I see many people watching my video, but me that watch my videos are actually non-subscribers. They are not subscribers. I want you guys to help me to subscribe to Tactical Trafford. Smash that like button, as I would like to reach 1K subscribers before the end of September. Thanks. So guys, before we talk about how Mason Mount affects Manchester United in other phases, let's actually talk about how Mason Mount affects Manchester United out of position. You're going to find out that Mason Mount is very instrumental to how Manchester United want to be compact out of position, and that has been the reason why Ruben Amorim have selected Mason Mount in the last 3 games, keeping Benjamin Sesko on the bench. That actually tells you that Mason Mount brings something to Manchester United, and it has been a long while since Manchester United had a midfielder that can be able to press high up the pitch with a lot of intensity and also drop deep to provide defensive cover. Mason Mount is actually that player. In the past 3 games of this Premier League season, Mason Mount has actually won 60% of his tackles. He has won 60% of his area duels, coupled with winning a lot of balls in the final third. That actually tells you that Mason Mount is very instrumental to how Manchester United wants to be playing. He's instrumental to how much possession Manchester United wins and retain at the middle of the park. And you're going to find out that this new injury of Mason Mount is really going to be detrimental to how Manchester United want to play, because Mason Mount is very instrumental. He's a player that can be able to mark with a lot of intensity over larger periods of the game. He's a player that helps the pressing ability of Manchester United. He presses really well, and this is something that Ruben Amorim is going to miss if Mason Mount is not fit to play against Man City in the Manchester derby after the international break. So guys, let's actually talk about the ability of Mason Mount to retain possession at the middle of the park. Like I said previously, Mason Mount has been really instrumental to how Manchester United want to play in possession and out of possession. And one of the reasons Mason Mount has underperformed in Manchester United is because of he has not been played to his strength. Mason Mount is a player that likes to play with the ball a lot. He's a player that likes to play close to the ball. But since he was in Manchester United, it just looks like most of the times he's lost on the pitch. He doesn't know what his role is on the pitch. But that's because the coach doesn't use him in a position that complements his characteristics. But I feel under Ruben Amorim, he's beginning to play in a role that complements his characteristics. He's beginning to play more with the ball. He's beginning to orchestrate the play even in midfield and in the final third. You're going to find out that in the Burnley game, despite playing just 45 minutes, he completed 5 passes into the final third. He completed 81% of his passes, and so far this season he has a pass accuracy of 78%, and he has a long ball accuracy of 58.3%. That actually tells you that Mason Mount is instrumental to how Manchester United maintain the ball at the middle of the park. Is instrumental to how Manchester United wants to stretch opponents, how Manchester United want to be very flexible with opponents in the middle of the park. So when it comes to ball control and retention of possession, Mason Mount has been really instrumental to how Manchester United want to play in possession and out of possession. And I'm really eager to see how he's going to play when Benjamin Sesko actually comes into the team, because he's definitely providing a very wonderful depth for Matheus Cunha, given the fact that Manchester United cannot play Matheus Cunha in all the games. So in games where Matheus Cunha will not be playing, Mason Mount is definitely going to be in that left turn. And it is not going to feel like a player is being left or a void is being left, because Mason Mount is definitely going to provide everything that Matheus Cunha is going to be giving Manchester United in the left-hand position. And also, if you look at his heat map, you're going to find out that Mason Mount is beginning to play more with the ball. You're going to find out that he's a player that he's beginning to play in a position that actually complements his characteristics so well. So let's actually talk about the movements and positioning of Mason Mount on the pitch. The reason why Mason Mount constantly gets picked over options in Manchester United is because of his ability to never stop moving in a game. Mason Mount is a very relentless player, so he's a player that continuously moves in a game. He doesn't stop moving, he makes constant movement. That actually affects the shape of the opposition team. And if you watch particularly in the Arsenal game, you're going to see the picture, you're going to find out that Mason Mount constantly dragged Saliba, Gabriel and the rest, Ben White, from their position. He was constantly moving, and so he constantly drags Saliba especially away from his position, and this gives Patrick Dogu and other Manchester United players the room to actually make runs in the end. Because one thing Mikel Arteta doesn't like in his team is that he doesn't like his central defenders to be taken away from their positions, and this is what Mason Mount was constantly doing, because he was constantly going to meet the ball. He was constantly also looking to make runs in behind, also giving the new tactical procedure that is being used by Ruben Amorim, whereby when the player drops, another moves in behind. So this is something that Mason Mount has been really instrumental to, because in a situation whereby Matheus Cunha runs deep to take the ball, Mason Mount is going to be making that runs in behind, and in a situation whereby Mason Mount is going to be dropping to take the ball, Matheus Cunha is going to be making that runs in behind. So when it comes to the positioning of Mason Mount in the pitch, when it comes to the positioning of Mason Mount in the left-hand position, he's a player that is actually very fantastic. He has a very wonderful movement. He constantly moves on the pitch, and this actually gives Manchester United a lot of tactical flexibility, and it gives the coach ability to use different approaches in a particular game to be able to halt the opposition team. So guys, in as much as Mason Mount helps Manchester United out of position, he's a player that also helps Manchester United in transition and in possession. So how does Mason Mount help Manchester United in transition? You're going to find out that Mason Mount has been really instrumental to how Manchester United transition. This is just like I said, in a situation whereby Matheus Cunha drops, Mason Mount is going to looking to be making that runs in behind. And in a situation whereby man drops, Matheus Cunha, Bryan Mbeumo will be looking to make that runs in behind. And this is actually the tactical flexibility that Ruben Amorim has been using in transition for Manchester United. Mason Mount has been really crucial, and if you watch particularly in the Burnley game, he made 5 final third passes, and those final third passes were not just passes that was made out of luck or pace, or passes that were made out of chance. These are chances that Mason Mount single-handedly created with a lot of good movement and a lot of flexibility in the middle. So Mason Mount is very crucial to how Manchester United transition. He was actually good in transition in the Burnley game. He was a constant threat, and in the season so far, you find out that he has 8 shot creating actions, and he has an expected goal XG of 0.20. That tells you that Mason Mount should be able to score many goals this season. He's beginning to find himself in more good goal scoring positions. He's very good in transition. He's helping Manchester United to transition better, to score more goals better. So definitely you should be expecting Mason Mount to do even more better this season. So guys, if you feel Mason Mount is actually going to be very crucial for Manchester United this season, after this analysis, I want you guys to give me your thoughts on the comment section. I want you guys to like, to share, to subscribe to Tactical Trafford, as we'll be making more videos about Manchester United this season. See you guys in my next video. Ciao.